Hello and welcome to Gothic Reviews. Today we're presenting a large bat pendant from Real Metal Jewelry.
I'm really excited about this pendant. It's the best bat pendant I own, and I have a vast bat collection. And I love a lot of my bat pendants, but this is my baby love, my top favorite bat of all time. And I'm very excited to be able to review it because of the fact that I got it several years ago, and I just assumed it would be gone by now as far as that Real Metal wouldn't be carrying it anymore. And I was just scanning their stuff because I recently got into getting a bunch more of their stuff again. Because I recently actually found out they were online and then I didn't have to just get their stuff in Spencer's, so that's where I would get stuff from Spencer Gifts. But anyway, I actually discovered this online last night and gave a whoop of joy. I was like, yes, I can review my baby bat, my favorite. I can share with everybody how awesome this is and what a great deal and everything else, because it's just the coolest bat pendant I've ever seen online or anywhere. Because of all the reasons I will point out very soon. I love the wing position. It's spread, but it's kind of like a sweeping kind of spread. It almost reminds me of like a wannabe half moon. They're like partially out, I guess, like he's in flight. And it's not like some that are just totally static all the way spread out. It just kind of, I guess, doesn't have as much of a real feeling as this one does. And it's a unique pose, and when you get so many bat pendants that are in the same position, even if there are other differences, it's like, yeah, you know, they just kind of get boring. In this one, I haven't seen anything similar to him. Just down to the size. The size is awesome because I like big pendants, but he's not so big. Like, I've seen some online that are so big that it just seems like they wouldn't be comfortable to wear or practical. And I wear my stuff in the shower, in the bed, you know, whatever. And so he's big enough to be a big pendant that you can see and notice as part of someone's wardrobe. But he's also not so big that he is uncomfortable to wear, you know, at all times. So that's perfect for me. I also love his detail. There's some stunning detail on the wings. And again, I love the position of the wings, that they're not like fully out and just stiff and static looking. They seem to just be partially out, like he's in motion, in action. And he's got a really cool expression on his face. He's probably going aggressively after some bug or somebody that disturbed him in his cave. Or, you know, he's going to get a bug to eat. He's hungry. But he means business. And I like him like that. And his ears are adorable. The head sculpt, the 3D, you know, just detail. So many are flat, and you can't really see a lot of character in their face and in their body. His claws are even out. You see him in motion. His feet are very detailed. You can see the claws on his feet. And they're out, you know, they're extended outward. He's reaching. He's doing something. Again, like he's shown in movement and action. Gives him more of a lifelike feeling. And he is, you know, he just has life, like so many of the pieces from Real Metal that don't seem static. They seem like they have personality and character, and as a writer and an avid reader, that is what speaks to both of us with our jewelry here in the Bat Web, is that it has to be alive somehow. Didn't that sound pleasantly creepy? Oh, my bat is alive. It's alive. But, you know, it's a good thing. And also, I have seen this next comment that I'm about to talk about in other pieces of jewelry, but not as well defined. So this has been done, but Real Metal, I think, has done it the best. It's the fur that you can feel and see on his body. These lines that represent the fur, and even on his head. And the top of his head, which I don't know how well you can see. I'm going to take this off eventually so you can see the back and everything too. But you can feel the fur, and you can see it like on his ears. And again, we'll show the back later, but you can feel the fur on the back of his ears and his head, and it's so real. And the body, and like with the claws out, you can just, it's just so much rich detail that's raised and visual. That's just so neat that, like, again, I'm wearing other pieces now that, you know, you can even feel the fur on, but you can feel it, but this one, you can feel it. It's like, or see it, you know, both. It's just very visually and tactily detailed. And I really, really, really love that. That's the thing I fell in love with when I got him. His size and his detail, and just extremely good detail. Nothing vague about him whatsoever. He is here, and you're knowing about it. Now I'm going to take him off. Now I would like to say that he didn't come on this cord. It's a red velvet cord, a deep red. I don't know how it shows up on the camera. That I got from Joann's Fabric. I think it's called tubing cord. It's kind of like a hollow velvet. And I got it because he came on a nice chain. And I got on this red kick that I wanted bats with red. And so I put him on garnets, and then for some reason the garnets were kind of heavy, so I didn't end up wearing him enough. So then I put him on this cord because I had already put the chain back together and given it to my roommate for something. So I didn't want to go like, so I changed my mind about the garnets. Give me the chain back. Like, that's not cool. So I let her have that. But I like him on this cord. It's soft. It's a nice soft velvet, again from Joann's Fabric. I liked the chain too, but you know, the cord has been nice. It gives him the red I did want, and he's soft. This is how he looks longer. I don't know if it shows as well, but I'm about to take him off. So I usually wear him longer, but I can wear him shorter if I'm wearing a dress that calls for it. The cord is easy to adjust, and the chain was too, actually. It had nice holes that you could put the clasp, you know, higher or lower if you wanted. So that was nice. And the chain was very sturdy, and you'll see in the picture that it does hold his weight nicely. I didn't have any problems with it. I'm a crafter, so I'm always doing stuff or wanting to change stuff around, and you know, but the chain did not have, where the cord here goes over his head, the chain didn't do that. It just went on each wing, and you had his head free, which I like better. But if I doubled up this cord, it would be too thick and bulky, so unfortunately he just has to have it over his head. But I adore him, and I think I do like him with the red, but the chain thing was my fault. I just didn't want you guys to wonder, where's the cord when you see the picture? I like their chain actually a little better. And I'm going to try to move this cord up so that you can see his head better without it being in the way. Here, you can show him. And hold the cord like here so it won't be on his head. Sure. You can see his back and front. There is a nice detailing on the back of the wings too. And you know, a lot of places will make the back hollow or make the back just not as attractive. And Real Metal did a nice job on the back, smoothing it out. Even though you don't usually see the back, it's still just nice to have a nice back. And they did very well with that. And this is just a wonderful bat. He's very sturdy. I've had him for years. He's not brand new, but I still think he looks great. I'm very attached to him. He is the most prized bat in my bat collection. And Real Metal Jewelry made him, and they just do some great stuff. They have my favorite pieces in a lot of different things just because of the detail and stuff that I've spoken about. But he is the bat of all bats on anybody's site anywhere. I do have some other bats that I love a lot from other companies, and they're very nice. But, you know, if my house is burning down and I can just grab one bat, this is the guy that will come out. And this is the one that I would totally have to re-get if I didn't get to grab any of my bats. He would be the first one. And you know what? It's superb because his price is only $20 with free shipping. It's like $19.99 or whatever. And he comes on a great chain. He's a great size. I think he's like 2 and something by 3. They give you the size on the site. They're really good with that, so that you know how big it is. And it calls it a large bat. He doesn't poke you with the wings. I've heard other people talk about how the wings can poke when they showed other larger bat pendants from other places, and he does not poke. And I think that Real Metal has the best prices on jewelry that I have seen of this style and caliber, of a good quality pewter and whatnot, that you know, isn't gonna fall apart on you and is very well made. And other companies do the same thing, but I think they charge a lot more than they need to, and Real Metal does not. They give it to you at a good deal so you can afford to keep coming back and getting more and more and more without like cringing at the price every time, and I really appreciate that and commend that. So I'll be ordering some more stuff today that I saw. Like, just keep going back and go, oh, I need this and this. And it's exciting me because I discovered them online, and I don't know, I didn't think to look until recently. We got a pendant that we're going to review eventually for him actually, and I checked, what does the card say? Who actually made this? Because, you know, to me it was always just jewelry from Spencer's, and I never paid attention to who made it. And then I looked and, oh, I'm just going to see if they're online. Like, and then I was so very happy that I actually bothered to do that. And I'm sure other stores sell them too. I think I got one piece from Spirit Halloween from them too, that I will eventually review. So now that I know they're online and I can share their, you know, great stuff, I am going to be doing that just because they're awesome. So with no more ado, I will end this review of the most awesome bat pendant ever. And I do hope that you guys check him out and check out their other great stuff, because it's just the quality and the prices. And, you know, you usually don't get both. You get, well, you know, like this is an okay quality, I'll probably have to replace it in a year, but it was cheap, blah, blah. Or, well, this is great quality, but it was expensive. And, you know, Real Metal has both. They have great quality and great prices. And I am kind of a spendthrift. I like to save money but still get nice stuff, so I get really excited about places like this where I can do that. That's why I'm kind of gushing about it, like, because, you know, it's nice to keep coming back and getting stuff that won't fall apart on you and that will still be there years later and still be awesome. And, you know, when people give you good prices like that, it keeps you coming back and keeps you raving about them like I'm doing and appreciating them. So thank you, Real Metal, for being cool, and you guys really should check them out. They don't come up a lot online. Like when I search for bat pendants, since I do collect bat pendants, you know, I've never seen this one, so I'm going to try to get it out there online more, because this is just the best bat ever, from a bat fan, I have to say. So, thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and follow us and our other cool reviews.